Hello, this is Vaughn Clement. This is a tour as a partial tour of A1 POS B&B Wholesale and Retail. What this is the second part of an application called A1 POS Fast Retail. The second part meaning that this app includes all the basic parts of A1 Fast Retail and adds wholesale and retail and commercial information as far as price levels and management of inventory. This is not going to be a complete tour of all the aspects of this. Please go see the A1 Fast Retail app for a complete description or read the user guide on this site. Let's go ahead and start this short tour. What we're looking at is the inventory screen on the A1 B2B Wholesale and Retail app. What's been added as an add-on that was not a part of the Fast POS is this screen right here where it starts in. This is the setting for the invoice item that is in the inventory where the price is calculated and break levels are added for customer type. You can see here this is the actual description of the item in the inventory. In this case it was a sample record. And what happens as this particular customer type is added, there's a set of break levels and they can have as many records as you want in here, but normally what I've heard from my beta testers, 6 to 10 records is what's required in here. You could have 1 or you could have 1,000 if you wanted that many. It'd be kind of hard to work with 1,000, but 1 to 10 is pretty workable. What happens here is you take the break level and you add a discount that makes sense for your business as far as a break level by a percent. As you offer more items that are being sold in larger quantities to wholesale or some commercial or a retail sale to a customer, you would have those break levels. Of course, retail would probably be full price. But in this case, here we have a discount level of 5%, which is 13% of the selling price. And the current price at that point would be $2.375 or $2.37. What happens is this is where you do the setting up of the agents to use the sales for this. If you go back to what I call the sales portal, which I'm going to show you, under sales portal, in this screen it expands that particular information. And what happens here, this is part of an invoice, and these are the records that show the item that was actually being sold, the quantity, the price, the subtotal, the sales tax, and the total price. If using this particular invoice, you decide that this is a person, whoever you're selling it to, that is going to get a sales break based on the discount that they get as a commercial account, you would go into the record. It'll automatically take the quantity that's being sold and add it to the green field here. It will automatically take what we just showed you in the other screen on the break levels. It'll calculate what the actual savings is for this particular invoice. So we take the 2.375 and out of that we would save $1.50 at 13 cents per item. In this case, 12 items at 13 cents. To make this a part of a discount on an invoice, what you would do is simply take whatever break level you're using. In this case, it's going to be $2.40, and put it into this field. When you put it into this field, it automatically transfers that information back to the invoice and places it in the line at the end of the item that they're purchasing. This is actually pretty fast to do. It takes maybe 5 or 6 seconds to add this data, and if you need to know what the discount is, you can pop over, pick the discount based on the amount of items being sold, 12, 6 to 20, 8%, 20 cents per item, $2 client saves his price is going to be $2.30, and his actual rate that he's being discounted is $2.40 on 12 items. Now there's a checkbox here where you put a check in the checkbox for the item that you actually used to come up with this. That way, if you're looking at several of them, 10 or 12, for this particular record, that was the one that was used for the item that was purchased here. So in the invoice now you see there's another discount on this side where a 48-cent on a lower priced item, in this case there were 8 items at a 6% and a discount, pardon me, a 2% discount at 6 cents per item times 8 for 48 cents. And that's what would be added up here. Let's go ahead and put in the point 48, and then you'll see it occur where it changes over in the other record. Now it's 48 cents. It's that simple. What this does is it greatly simplifies managing break levels and quantity buys by commercial entities, wholesalers. And of course, you can always just omit this if it's a retail sale where they're selling it full price. So this is a short description of the elements that are put into the new POS B2B wholesale and retail app. Like I said before, you can read the user guide to get a better understanding of the total application. Thank you for seeing this tour.